Two-toed sloths are kind of an anomaly in the animal kingdom. They spend about 98% of their life upside down, which Araña is just starting to do now. She likes to kind of roll over. She's very used to people, being hand-reared from 4 days old. She's exceptionally friendly and really likes people. They're omnivorous in the wild. They'll eat all kinds of things, from protein like birds' eggs, insects, lots of fruit and vegetables. And unlike the three-toed sloth that's frequently pictured with looks like it has a dark mask, they're complete folivores, which means they eat just leaves. These guys are more omnivorous. We have a colony of 7 animals now, and Araña is actually the 48th sloth born. We've had another one since Araña's birth, so we've had 49 sloths born, more than any zoo in the country, born at this facility. And a lot of those have come to grow to other zoos, and they're great ambassadors for zoos, and to teach children about adaptations and what makes an animal unique and how it makes its living in the wild. Talking about these guys that spend all their time upside down, walking hand over hand through the canopy. They only come to the ground once about every week or 10 days. We're looking very forward to, we didn't intend for her to be so friendly and such a great ambassador, but we look very forward to getting up close and personal with visitors, and she's going to make a great ambassador to help explain the importance of life in the wild and what we do.
So she's on this, so she feels like she's upside down?
That's right. She kind of took to the turtle. We gave her a few different plushes to choose from when she was little, and she kind of always went to the turtle. So
something faster than her?
Exactly. Something to get to.
I have actually seen a sloth in the wild, and it took so long to climb down out of the tree. Now, do they walk around?
They don't. On the ground, it looks like a fish out of water, basically. I mean, they can't really move hardly at all. They just kind of move along. They do swim well, so if they come to a river and they want to go to the other side to find better habitat, they can do that. But as far as walking or climbing on the ground, they're not suited for that at all. Their life in the trees upside down is definitely what they were made for.
I don't want to get my hand in her face so you can get a good picture. She has an absolutely beautiful little face. So I'll move my hands out of your way. Can you see her?
There was an earlier young sloth that was injured a little within the colony, and we weren't really sure what happened. We anticipated that one of the adults in the group that had never had babies before could have been a problem. We left her, and we had a 24-hour watch with staff when she was born to make sure that things were going well. But she did come up with a small injury on her wrist. That we didn't want to take the chance of letting her get more injured, so we removed her from the group.
So you have a bully sloth.
We do. We do, and they're very sneaky about how they're doing it. We can't quite identify who it might be.
Can you see her there?
Her mother, his name is Basil. This was born in 1992, and this is her first baby. And she does get to see her occasionally, and there seems to be some recognition, and she might be introduced into the group again at a later time. Early on, she was fed between 9 and 11 times per day, and that's round the clock. And now she's down to 5 feedings a day at 4 months old. She's just starting to eat some whole foods, avocado and some tropical fruits and some leaves and kale and stuff like that, which she seems to really like. But we'll continue the hand feeding. They don't typically wean until they're about 6 or 8 months old, so we'll continue the hand feeding, which sloths are particularly sensitive to cow's milk, so she actually is fed goat's milk.
She's got an important job ahead of her to introduce the world to sloths, really.
That's right.
Certainly the central New York community. And if you're curious, her 2 toes are both sharp.
She's trying to nibble on hand.
Yes, I feel that, I should say.
They're actually born with teeth, and they're pretty sharp. But as I said, she's not being aggressive. They do play somewhat. You can tell when she's in a goofy mood and is well fed, then she likes to play like any baby animal does. But she likes to taste everything. That's very typical for them. She still is being fed, one last late feeding and then one at about 5 in the morning. So someone always takes her home.
This isn't the only animal that's done that. The staff here is incredible. They work around the clock when the animals need around the clock care, and the zoo is not open, so folks who work here take these animals home to care for them. Really is above and beyond.
That's right.
I'm not sure we pay you enough.
So when you say she'll be